What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are doing our watch party and review for none other than The Last of Us Season 2. This is the premiere episode today, y'all. And we only have one episode today. This isn't a 2 episode premiere, not a 3 episode premiere. 1 episode premiere today, and I am really excited to get into it. We got about 30 minutes until this episode comes out on Max, so we're just gonna be chilling, yip yapping about it a little bit, and I hope you guys are all ready to dive into today's episode because I know I am. If you're excited, if you guys enjoyed the first season of The Last of Us, make sure you drop a 1 in the chat. If you didn't enjoy the first season of The Last of Us, drop a 2 and just let me know how we are doing today, y'all. Because I'm excited. I'm excited to dive back into this show. I really appreciated the first season. I thought it was really good, especially as a watcher and not a watcher, not a gamer. You feel me? Because I have not played this game of The Last of Us, not part one nor part two. So I did enjoy the first season of The Last of Us, and I know that there was also a lot of nods to those of you guys that have come from the games, and I know that there was a lot of changes as well from the games and all of that. So I'm really pumped to check out today's episode and see what we're in store for. Like I said, man, I think season one did a damn good job at just kind of world building and just setting the table for what could possibly go on in this season. So I'm pretty excited to see it, man. I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty excited for today's episode, and I hope you guys are too. We will be talking about we'll talk about last season. We'll also check out the season 2 trailer that they put out for this and just get into it, man, because like I said, we got about 30 minutes. If you guys watched that first season, let me know how you felt about it. Yo, what's up with it, unknown 2355? See you in the chat. How you doing? Let me know how you guys are feeling about it. Let me know how you guys' Sundays are doing. Sundays are now back to being for The Last of Us. And your boy completely forgot about this, actually. I didn't even know that we were going to be doing The Last of Us this soon. I feel like time is just getting faster and faster, bro. I thought this came out in a couple months, but we're already here. Like, no, it was a couple months ago when I thought that, you know? Like, it's crazy. It's just wild, yo. It's just wild. But uh, the, I'm excited to see Pedro Pascal back in this role. Bro, I think he's gonna really kill it this time around, man. He did a really good job last season, also, and we're gonna see bro be. I think we see him be Joel up until the movie, if I'm not mistaken. Until we see him be, it's kind of funny because he's gonna be this year. We're gonna see him as, of course, Joel. I'm pretty sure we also was Gladiator this year or was that last year? I think Gladiator was last year. I don't think that was this year. I think it was like the end of last year. And then he's also gonna be in, of course, Fantastic Four: The First Steps. So like we're gonna see a lot of Pedro Pascal this year for the rest of this year. Not only on television but also in movies. And then next year he's gonna be in Avengers Doomsday and the Grogu movie that we're gonna be getting. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie that we get. So that's gonna be a ton of Pedro Pascal and all these different roles and being I'm excited to see it, man. I think we're gonna be in for a good time. I feel like they kind of just stopped promoting for this too. I don't know if I've seen anything about this movie coming out or anything like, or not this movie, but this show releasing today, like at all. Like I've not seen anything anywhere about The Last of Us dropping today. So we're gonna be checking it out and seeing what's going on. Here we go. Bow, check a wow, wow. Man, the season one of The Last of Us was honestly insane. We went through so many different things, so many ups, so many downs, tops and turns and turnarounds. It was crazy. I was not ready at all. I wasn't ready for what we got in that first season. Whether where it was where we started with Joel and seeing his daughter and just the way she died in his arms, like bro, it was just so tragic in that first season, and they continued to rip our hearts out with so many not I don't know if it's gut wrenching, but heart wrenching things that were going on, right? Really hitting us in the feels, and it's like we here we are, just kind of we're back here again, and not so much confused, but it's just like, bro, we obviously know that Joel did some crazy shit at the end of the first season, killing everybody that was in his way to rescue Ellie, and it's just, bro, so much is going down in this show. So much has happened. All of the losses and sacrifices that we've just seen go across our table, for lack of better words. It's just so sad, bro. It's so sad. And I don't think we're going to be protected from any of that this time around either. We're going to continue to be absolutely heartbroken from this season as well. And I know that this season won't be the entirety of the second game. It's going to be split up into two parts. So season 2 will be like the first half of the part 2 of the game, and then season 3 will be the second half of part two of the game. Which I think is interesting, and it probably means they got. I think it's dope though, because they get to fully fledge out some more things with characters before they just go into the next season, and then I'm pretty sure they want to do more seasons after where the game leaves off as well. And I think they also want to do more games too. So that's one of the dope things about The Last of Us, as well as Fallout 76. I think those are kind of like the peak interpretations of the media that they are trying to, or the media that they are born from or that they spawn from. And that is Fallout, of course, the show, representing, of course, the games Fallout, and then again with the show The Last of Us representing the game. It's been able to interpret the video games in such a different way than the actual game is, with Fallout, of course, being a continuation of that series and not necessarily a retelling of any of the other video games, and then this being its own telling of the video games, and also it's being created by the video game creator, right? So again, it's just really cool to see the way that both of these interpretations have adapted the source material in their own way. So um yeah, I just really like that, and I'm excited to see what they do with this season. I know a lot of the hardcore game fans have been not nah, people like stuff, people don't like stuff. So I want to know how people are going to feel about it this time. How do you guys feel about it, yo? Drop a 1 in the chat if you appreciate the level of or the attention to detail that the show takes with the game. Drop a 2 in the chat if you do not like the attention to detail that it has, because I know some people don't like how the changes are and all that good stuff. So I want to know what you guys feel about it, though. It's finally here. That's right, Tallahassee. Today is the day. Tonight is the night. We are going to be getting into it, bro, and I am pumped for that. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one indeed. Let's get this shared. Macau. If you haven't already, make sure you guys drop a like on the stream, because of course it helps out tremendously around these parts. Yo, and if you haven't, you can also drop a subby wubby. Definitely subscribe to the Super Fam. Join the Super Fam. We do watch parties like this all the time, not just for The Last of Us, but also for Daredevil Born Again, for The Wheel of Time, and also Andor, that will be starting the week after this, not this coming up week, not this week, but next week. So not this Tuesday. This Tuesday we have the Daredevil Born Again season finale. And then next Tuesday, I believe, is the Andor season premiere. So they're picking it up and they're just keeping it going, and I'm excited about that. We're gonna have some good nerdy content to hold us over for a good while as well. So it's about to get nerdy, ladies and gentlemen, and I am really excited about that. And Sinners is this week as well. I'm pumped to see Sinners. I'm really excited to see that movie. I'm not gonna lie. I saw a couple of movies. I saw a couple of movies. I saw a couple of TikToks and things along the lines of that. About, God damn it, his name is eluding me, but the director, bro, what's his name? Wow, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank like this. Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler, I saw some stuff with Ryan Coogler talking about the different ways this movie was shot and the different type of film and all these different things. And it's just kind of got me pretty hyped for this movie. I'm really hyped to check it out. And I can't wait to see it on Thursday. And then, of course, we should be doing a movie review for it as well, going on this week, or we should see it going on as well soon. So I'm pretty pumped to get into it, man. Like, I'm pretty pumped to get into everything that we got for this week, because it's about to be Hype City. If you ask me, it's about to be Hype City for sure. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we got about 15 minutes until this new episode drops for us. Let me know all your thoughts, theories, and questions. Of course, keep it spoiler free if you guys have played the game, because not a lot of people have played the game that are watching the show, including your boy right here. You know what I mean? So just get hyped, get hyped, man. And I don't know why we have. I don't know. I'm interested in knowing what's going on here, but that's something that we can talk about as well. Boom. And then here, announcements here. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Too late though. Wow. And then let's go ahead and close Discord out. Maybe later here. Excited for this. Love season 1, and while I'm not a part 2 fan, hope this improves upon it. I'm not a Navi fan, but I love Dever, so we'll see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have not played the game, so I don't know about the game. So you don't go too deep in there, Lewis. But what's happening, Lewis? Was happy to see you back in here, G. I think the Big Joel moment. The Big Joel moment happens in episode 4. It should have been. Yeah. Last season we got 9 episodes, so it is really interesting why they cut 3 episodes from the season. I'm like, what? Why is that a decision? Hope to get Ironheart Wednesday Season 2, Peacemaker Season 2, Gen V Season 2, and the Conjuring 4 trailers this month. Hey, bro, you usually be pretty spot on about those trailers that you want to see, so I'm going to keep my eye out for those ones as well. I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to keep my eyes open for those ones also. Let's close that. We can close this and that too, and then bow. Yo, what's up with Alicia? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day today. Are we watching together? I'm so excited. We'll be able to do the countdown. We will not be able to watch at the same time here on the tube because the YouTube gods, the copyright gods, they be set tripping with your boy. Okay, they do not like me too much. They be like, "What is you trying to do, sir?" And I'd be like, "Hey, whoa, relax. I'm just chilling." And they be like, "Nah, nah, nah. You don't get to chill around here." But yeah, we will do the sacred countdown and then we'll get into the episode. We got about 12 minutes until this new episode drops, chat. So make sure you guys are ready. Make sure you guys are ready because I'm excited. Okay. I'm pumped. Oh, my shit's tripping. Whoops. I see you over there, BZ. Let me Cha. Wait, what's going on? It's big bro to you. What's that though, Sean? What's some of this, Sean? Um, let me see. Let me see. There we go. You will find out tonight why the episodes were cut. Oh, bruh, don't tell me we about to get like a 2-hour season premiere, and that's why we're only getting one episode today. Bruh, that will be insane if that's the case. If this is a mini movie right here, that will honestly be crazy. That could be the best thing ever. If that ends up being what it is, yo. They be hating on you for real. Lacey, don't get me started, yo. Please don't get me started, because they be hating on your boy. They don't want to see me winning. I think part two story should have been a 12 episode season. Well, they're splitting part two story into season 3 and 4. So it's not just gonna be this season. That's something that we already know for sure. So you don't have to worry about that at all. See part Last of Us Part 2 is going to be seasons 2 and 3. So that we're gonna get the first part of part 2. Lord, okay, wait. We're gonna get the first half of Last of Us Part 2 game in the show as season 2, and for season 3 we will get the second half of part 2 of the game. So we're still gonna have like, what is that? That'll probably be even like what, 14, maybe even 15 episodes in total to cover part 2 actually, which I think is dope. And I'm pretty sure they're going past part 2 as well into other and explore the world after what could happen there and just keep it going, which I think is freaking dope. Love Bella as Ellie, but it's strange that Bella looks more like Abby and Dever looks more like Ellie. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm gonna have to take your word for it, brother. Maybe when we check out this trailer right here, maybe I'll get a better understanding of what you mean. What you mean? What you mean? I hope it's an hour and a half premiere. Yeah, same, bro. I'm hoping that we get a hour and a half. That's what I think that premieres should be. Like, I think premieres should be an hour and a half. I do not think that they should be like 45 minutes or an hour. Like, I think that's actually kind of like shutting down on, or like just it just holds stuff back. Like, especially the 2 episodes premieres. Like, just give these seasons at least 10 episodes. I'm not gonna lie. I've already said it though. What's it called? Dune Prophecy. They did a fantastic job with tackling one season with 6 episodes. There's only 6 episodes in that season, and they did a fantastic job with it. You know what I mean? I think they covered so many things in those 6 hours, and it worked really well. And I think that writers are getting better and better at being able to work with these 6 to 9 episode seasons, especially once it gets to like 6, 9, and 12. Writers are really honing in on how they're able to do it, and I think they do a really good job at it for real. Yeah, they're just not doing that. I mean, the first season wasn't even 10 episodes. You know what I mean? It was only 9. Rewatching the trailer right now. Yep, I'm about to check it out. Oh shit, I didn't know it was already 5:53. Time is flying. All right, let's check out this trailer real quick before we get into this episode, okay? I'm excited to get into it, bro. Not what up, T-Pain, bro. Here we go. Here we go. It never fails with you young whippersnappers. Okay, let's get this going the right way. With the what? There we go. Bam. Okay. Let's get that audio in there. Okay. And here we go. I'm hyped, y'all. Yo, this is about to be insane. Are you kidding me? Because I'm not kidding you. I'm pretty excited, y'all. Let me know all your final thoughts, theories, and questions. Spoiler free, mind you, for season 2 of The Last of Us. We got season 2. All right, chat. If you're new around here, there is absolutely no way that I can show the entirety of this show from start to finish because the YouTube gods be set tripping on your boy undoubtedly, undoubtedly, for surely. You know what I mean? Like, they will not let it happen. They already just tried to get your boy just now. So, that means we could not show you the show in its entirety, but I can hit a little once, and then it'll boom, it'll go away, okay? But we will count to 3 and press play and enjoy this episode together. I'm pumped, and I hope you guys are too. Without further ado, it's time to check out The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 1, the premiere, baby. And this episode is titled, oh, we don't have a title for it. Let's see, let me see if I can refresh and get a title. Nope, no title yet. But on 3, we will press play and enjoy this episode together. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Bruh, I am so excited. I can't even pretend. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, wait. What is going on? Oh, this is coming this year. No, we gotta skip this. I want to watch that, but we gotta skip that. Okay. All right, chat, we're getting into it. Where are my subtitles at? Okay, we got them on. We're watching the recap.
Margot, I'm taking you with me. You don't tell anyone about your condition.
You have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
If she so much as twitches, don't.
You're not immune from being ripped apart. Joel, this is your chance. You keep her alive.
Bro, do you hear how the music is? They're about to go crazy today.
Right.
Joel, we have a job to do. That's why men like you and me are here. And God help any motherfuckers who stand in our way.
I have a brother out in Wyoming. Tommy! Maybe they can get you to wherever this lab is.
Everybody I have cared for has either died or left me. Everybody fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I'd be safe with somebody else. Because the truth is, I would just be more scared.
Sometimes things don't work out the way we hope.
Bruh.
But if you just keep
this
going,
is about to
you
be
find something new
insane.
to fight for. Where is she?
She's being prepped for surgery.
You take me to her. You take me to her right now. Oh.
I have no other choice.
I do. Raiders attacked the hospital and really got you out of there. They've stopped looking for a cure. They're taking us home.
Bruh came back and clapped everybody. All right, no more audio from that point from the show from this point on. Sorry, y'all, because they will hit me with the ban hammer. I'm not even playing. Oh, we're picking up from right here. Oh, I didn't expect this. That was a cold. Open. Ruffy. Hella Raffies. What the hell? Oh. Yo, she's from Runaways. Are those their kids? Oh, shit. Bro said, what channel is it on? 78, bud. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. She wears a goddamn watch. Oh, it's about to go down, y'all. Yo, how we feeling about the episode so far, yo? Let's get a temp check real quick. Hot, cold. Drop some emojis. Let me know how we feeling. Ooh. Okay. This shit is about to be vicious. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, baby. It's about to go down. Yo, I'm liking that. I think I agree with Lisi. It's smoking right now. It ain't hot yet, but it's smoldering. You feel me? The fire is starting. This is pretty nice. I like this. Is this a no? This is the same, right? Yeah, I think this is the same intro. Oh shit. Oh, baby. It's go time. We're really in it now. Oh, 5 years? I didn't expect that. No cap. Who the hell is that? That's a big motherfucker. Damn. Oh. Ooh, she got him hemmed up. You gotta break that shit. They scared of your daddy, girl. I really like Ellie, bro. She is with the shit. Oh, they got the city booming now. Well, I mean, it was already booming before, but now it's like bolstering. Look, they got like a little factories and stuff working, I think. Oh man, you know this is gonna end fucking terribly. That doesn't seem good. Are you getting old? Yeah, that arthritis kicking in for sure. Why the shit would you do that? Damn. Ooh. Damn. 19? Holy. Her. He's such a good bro. I love Pedro Pascal, bro. He is such a good actor. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. He does like a really good job. Oh, already seeing someone? Ooh! Good ass shot. Good ass shot. Yo, what's up with it, Pomade? How you doing? Welcome in. Oh. Oh. That was cool as hell. The way that, yeah, that was cool as hell. They did a really good job. She be pissed. Oh no. Ooh. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why everybody keeps saying it's because of Joel too. The constructometer. Oh, they had a kid? Holy oh yeah, she was pregnant. Duh, I knew that. It's stupid. Did you tell about the big dial? I really like them. As I like them all. I. Mhm, mhm. Everybody's scared of Joel. Damn, got him there. Damn. That it is weed. Size of pine cones and sticky as glue. Hey, shout out to Gail. Damn. Ooh. Hey, let's go, Gail. Mm. She's therapying herself. Holy shit! That. Whoa. She what? Oh. Damn. Hey, that was heat. I'm not gonna lie. She's a damn good therapist. Look at that. Bro, Pedro Pascal is a damn good actor. Holy shit. Straight up lied to her face. Woo! God damn. Oh, man. Oh, snap. She a little jelly? Is Ellie a little jelly? Jelly Ellie. Boom, 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 boom. I'm loving this so far. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm having a really good time. I'm having a really good time right now. She's the other one is diabolical. Is you, sweetheart? Oh, that's beautifully cinematic in a terrifyingly haunting way. Holy shite. Is that a cordyceps bear? Is that a bearticeps? I'm sorry. That was terrible. Okay, that one was worse than mine. I'm just saying. Yo, these are the type of shows where you have to constantly be scanning like the background and everything. I didn't even notice she got two pistols. She got a pistol on both hips and a shotgun. Damn. No, she didn't. Not with the knife. Oh, bro, this is. Oh my god, my nerves are wrecked. My nerves are racked, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, damn. See, bro, there's no way that we ain't walking past him and see, like, bro, we got to make sure you dead, my boy. Sorry. I don't know if we should split up because it might not be one-on-one, you know? Like, they might be together. Jesus. Whew. Yo, the sound design on this show is truthfully immaculate. Oh, shit. Bruh, they braver than I'd be. I'll let you know that right now. As soon as I heard that first, I'm back out. Truthfully, I wouldn't have never went in. I'd have been on the horse. She did exactly what she said she would do. Well, that sucks. That probably would have hurt like a bitch if she didn't have all that stuff on. I just fell. My nerves are still racked, ladies and gentlemen. Am I the only one with racking nerves? Oh, hell no. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna lie. In a zombie event, I would always be worried about the little fuckers. You know what I mean? It would never be the humans would be the regular human sized ones would be scary too. But those little ankle biters, bro. Hell no. I wouldn't survive a day in the Last of Us world. Yo, I hear you, Chicklet. Oh, yo. What the shit? Why'd it run away? Oh! Hell no. Oh! Ugh! Woo! Goddamn! Bow! Gotta blow his head off! Oh, that's true. Oh, yep. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Why she get up like a robot? She said, man. Oh, shit. That was. Damn. I'm happy that they have a whole, not a treaty. What are they called? I got a flask that look just like that. Oh, gotta make it not look like a bite, huh? Damn. That was intense. Damn. Huh, barbecue. Oh, she started writing a diary like the one that she read. I like that. Oops. Sorry. We just want to do something for her. That's so cool, though. I would terrify me to be in an environment like this. I'm not gonna lie. In the apocalypse, because the only thing that I would be able to think about at all times is how it's a possibility that all this shit could come crashing down, and how we have to do everything in our power to protect everyone here. You know what I mean? Damn, Jesse? Nuh-uh, I'm high. Get it right. I don't know what this song is, but it is jamming. Oh, baby. Cast all your cares on Jesus is crazy. I have not been listening to this song, so just hearing that out of nowhere, I was not prepared. Yep. I didn't expect that. Damn, someone said that's her father. Yeah. Bruh called him. I was not ready for the old man to be on demon time like that. It's not funny, but I'm happy Joel came out of nowhere like that, bro. I'm so happy, Joel. Hey, bro is super dad on everything. I didn't even know he was there. You feel me? I didn't even know he was there. Bro popped out of nowhere. I said, you're in a church. Shout out to Pops, man. Damn. Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh shit. Oh man, we heard about the court. Oh no. Are we gonna follow that? Oh, what's up with it, lady Lisi? Yo, Lisi, I found you. You did. What's up with it? Thank you for following on the Twitch. I appreciate you. If you guys don't know, right now we are live streaming on YouTube Shorts, regular YouTube, and Twitch. Damn, they've been searching 5 years. No games. Is that the end of the episode? Son of a bitch. They got this shit in American Sign Language? Bro, I've never seen any show do that before ever. I'm gonna watch the show in American Sign Language with the American Sign Language on, because that's a good learning point. That was a solid premiere. That was a solid premiere, chat. Let me know how you guys felt about that one in the comment section. I like that. I thought that was a really good premiere for The Last of Us. We have covered all bases. This was a very good starting point. I think the table is set. I kind of wanted to see a little bit more going on, but you know, it's okay. It's all right. I definitely wanted, yeah, I thought we would see a little bit more in that first episode, but I'm okay with what we got. I think we covered a lot, actually. I didn't expect that 5-year jump at all. Or none of that. Like, I didn't expect any of those things. So it was really nice to see all that stuff going down right there. Oh, here we go.
A moth. That probably means change and growth.
No, that would be a butterfly.
So what's a moth?
Death. If you believe in that shit.
Oh, no, that would be a butterfly.
With a plan.
Let's just do what we came to do. We have automatic weapons. You lunatics have bows and arrows and superstition. So tell me, how are we going to lose? Get on the ground! No!
Every day, one of your wolves comes to see the truth.
I'll go back if you want, and I'll keep going if you want.
What the hell?
So what do you want to do?
Ooh!
Jackson, come in. Jackson!
Oh, baby. It's about to be a good-ass season. It's about to be a good-ass season indeed.
We had a sense that season 2 would somehow be a little bit bigger.
Chat, do we watch
Did not
the inside the
anticipate
episode?
size
Yes or
until
no?
We were really into it. The drama is bigger, the action is bigger, the stunts, the sets, and then we understood what we were doing was.
Are you guys interested
absolutely
in the
beyond
inside the
season
episode?
1. In every sense of scale.
Making of. Okay.
Ellie has
Let's
matured
see.
a lot from season 1. I think season 1 she
I
was
forgot that she's
very
British.
much a kid, relied on Joel for everything, trusted him with every part of her, and now she's gone through her teenage years, she's establishing a sense of who she is. This solid bond.
She
and
is a
trust with
hella
Joel
good
has been
actor. Holy
tested,
shit.
And now I think she's starting to question everything again.
Joel is clearly struggling with his relationship with Ellie. Something is not right.
When we see Ellie and Joel for the first time in this season,
Season's out right
we're
now,
like, what
Joker.
happened? They were like this father-daughter duo, and now they're almost estranged.
Joel is starting to be aware, somewhere deep down, that the problem that exists between him and Ellie stems from the lie that he told
Yeah.
as he saved her life. You can't just commit acts of violence, walk away, and have your story end. The repercussions create more of them, not fewer of them. And so the chain reaction has begun again.
It's open!
It did strike me that everybody that survives an apocalypse has stuff that is traumatizing to them. They live in a world.
We just
with
finished
actual
episode
monsters.
1.
Wouldn't a
Haley.
therapist
We
be an
just finished
actually
it.
valuable person?
So right now
yes,
we're watching the
Joel
making of
would
episode 1.
probably
So
be
just to
sitting down
warn
to talk
anyone
to a
that's coming
therapist.
in right now.
He's talking to her about the problem that he wants her to address, not the problem he needs to address. And Gail knows there's more to the story than Joel's telling her. But she's run out
Yeah,
of
no
patience.
problem, Haley. I have a good
You
time
shot
watching the
and
episode.
killed
It's really
my
good.
husband. You killed Eugene.
The idea of Gail and this therapist came before we tied her back to Eugene. Eugene is
Oh.
this character that we feel his presence,
So
but
we know
he's already
Eugene.
dead by the time we hear about him in the video game. So
Oh,
it felt like
shit.
that was a
See,
character right.
that is such a
to
dope thing to
exploit
be
in
able to
some way
do
on this show.
as the creator
Lost
of
your
the show,
patience
to
with
be
him.
able
I
to
think the alcohol's
explore
given her a
these
little more
different
nerve.
lines of
She's
story.
mad, and she's been holding it in, I guess, in some other sessions, but what's the point? Let it out. Say the thing you're afraid to say.
If anything, he's moving more and more away from acknowledging what he's actually done. He's trying to do the right thing, and in his mind, there never was a choice to sacrifice something that he couldn't give up.
I saved her.
That was powerful.
We thought it was important to share right up front that there were real people that were impacted by Joel's decisions and his actions. Who are they? And basically, what are they gonna do next?
Man.
He'll help me find him.
Yes. I'll help you find him.
This season is about the consequence of violence. How far will you go in that pursuit of justice when you are feeling righteous and just?
And this is when we meet Abby for the first time. She is broken here. And if she reminds you a little bit, say, of what Joel felt like when he lost his daughter, well, that's not unintentional.
She even
When
has
we
the
lose
watch,
somebody
yeah.
who's taken from us violently for reasons that don't seem fair or logical, the chain reaction begins.
Abby is an extremely strong woman, but also a person who is sort of riddled with grief. The loss of her dad has sort of
I see what you were
really
saying,
taken over her life.
Lewis. She does look more like
And
Ellie.
that becomes the catalyst for her journey.
But I think her role works really good.
I came to pick you up.
Oh, you're on this run.
Dina became a really interesting person that Ellie becomes infatuated with, and we see that throughout this episode. That it's not only her friend and someone she respects and admires, it's someone that she likes. She doesn't quite know how to deal with it because she's Ellie and she's awkward and she's a teenager.
To Ellie, Dina is this sort of untouchable, popular girl in town, and Ellie can never imagine Dina ever being interested in her.
At the beginning of episode 1, they're already besties. I think it's like similar humor, not lack of respect for authority, but it's like, okay, but show me why I should respect your authority.
Hot girl,
I'm not just gonna
man.
give it to you
Isabella
blindly.
Merced be
She sort
killing
of
it,
has
yo.
all of the qualities that Ellie doesn't. Dina's very logical and very type A.
Ellie's the brawn and Dina's the brains. I think they sort of go together really well in that sense.
This makes them such a great duo. They really balance each other out.
The infected are obviously a big part of the show.
Yeah.
What we want
I
to-
love
to
how they're
show a
already
kind
like
of
in the
evolution,
show.
Not just in how our characters dealt with the infected, but the infected themselves.
How do we escalate? How do we show that this cordyceps outbreak is not static, it's evolving over time? And what is horrific for Ellie is that she sees they are smart, they are strategizing. It's a different kind of infected. They don't just run in a straight line to you, they run away. They stay silent.
That's
They
the
hide.
first thing that I noticed too,
And
was that
makes them
shit ran
much more
away.
dangerous.
And that was frightening,
I
bro.
think the stalker really freaks Ellie out because she's never seen anything like this. She doesn't know how to handle it. And so Ellie
It's
is
freaking
going into this
terrifying.
completely blind. She has the benefit of being immune, but I think she's just really thrown by the whole experience.
She was terrified, bro.
As much as I can try and direct and pick angles, so much of it comes down to casting. We all got to be the beneficiary of that chemistry.
The New Year's Eve dance scene was so beautiful. I remember walking onto that set and just being like, wow, this is stunning. all of the lights and then all of the background supporting artists and the band, everybody just being there. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then obviously what happens in the scene, Ellie and Dina connect for the first time.
Dina's one step ahead at all times. It's like she's already thought about all of it. Like she sort of premeditates everything that happens.
I think everyone was just really wanting to make it beautiful. And
Yeah,
I think
they
that's how it turned
did.
out.
Yeah, I think they did
Fine,
make that
sort
a
of felt
really
iconic
beautiful
and
moment.
in
Like,
a
it was
way
kind of crazy.
magical.
And then for that moment to be broken by Seth,
It's a family event.
in his own way, is watching out for this community and feels like this is inappropriate for what's happening. And then for that moment to be broken with violence by Joel. And then
that's
to
man.
really see how much at odds these characters are.
I don't need your fucking help.
They're not at all where we left them in season 1. And Ellie not only yells at Joel for stepping in because she just wants to be her own person, she does not want to be protected by him anymore. She inadvertently humiliates him in front of the whole town. And we're just left with that awful feeling.
Awful feeling, yeah. Feels
Just like Ellie's
like,
left with that
damn.
awful feeling at the end of this really beautiful sequence. And you realize so much of the story is going
Like
to
he
be
was
about
sticking up for her.
perspective.
Like, bruh, yeah,
Who the
that was
heroes
crazy.
are and who the villains are is based on where you're standing.
Ooh, ooh. Who the heroes are and who the villains are is based on where you're standing. What a beautiful way to sum up not just this episode, but I think the entirety of this show and kind of what it stands for. You know what I mean? Like, it gives us all of these different looks as to what these characters do, what it means to be these characters, and goddamn, I just love it so much. And I hope you guys love it as much as I do. Let me know how you guys felt about this season premiere of The Last of Us in the comment section down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you hyped for where we can go from here? I'm just really excited to get that conversation going. So let me know with the 1 in the chat if you enjoyed this season premiere. Let me know with the 2 in the chat if you didn't. And let me know with the 3 in the chat if you're just happy to be here. Okay? All right. And now it's time to get into our what is it called? Our overall review and breakdown of this episode, I suppose. Damn, what was I doing just now? Oh. Trying to get this reaction uploaded and ready to go. Is that right? Oh, that's not right. Yeah, I was right. That's not right. Damn, is it not the right? What? Have we not changed this yet? Damn. I thought that was a damn good episode, yo. I almost wish we had a 2-episode premiere, but I think we've just kind of been spoiled with 2-episode premieres lately, so it's kind of okay that they didn't do that, you know? There it is. Damn, I'm about to have to do the most. It's okay. I'll just do it after we're done streaming here. Okay. Let's get this stuff out of here. Bow. 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 Let's get to about where? Like right here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's read a couple chats real quick, and then we'll get into my overall breakdown and review of this episode. Chat. So let me know how we feeling, man. Did you guys appreciate that episode? I know I did, man. Ellie was wilding. Yeah, I agree. Ellie was definitely wilding, man. She was on demon time. She wasn't having it. Yo, I appreciate you for tuning in with me on YouTube and Twitch. Lisi, I hope you're having a good one, yo. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Happy Sunday to you and your family. Let me know what you're eating for dinner. She needs to let it go at this point, though. Yeah, I agree. Yo, what's up with it, Jarvis? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, dang, I'm late. Hey, it's all good. All right. Who's watching the episode? Yeah, we just got done watching it, man. It was amazing. Season's out. Well, the season is not out. Only the first episode of the season is out. But yeah, season 2, episode 1 is out now, available on Max. Make sure you guys go and check it out for sure. Ellie is so 19. Shaking my head. I agree. She definitely is so 19. That is the best way that you can say it, for real. She is so 19 indeed. Like, so 19 indeed. Yo, for real. That's super funny. Where else are you streaming? Oh, I think you already figured that out. You got it. I wouldn't survive for a day in the Last of Us world. Yo, same. Hey, one in the chat if you think you guys would survive 6 months in the Last of Us world. One in the chat if you think you would survive 6 months. 2 in the chat if you think you would survive 3 months. And then, one in the chat if you think you could survive. Whoa, what the shit? 1 in the chat if you think you could survive 6 months in the Last of Us world. 2 in the chat if you think you could survive 3 months. And then let me get a 3 in the chat if you don't think you're surviving past a month in the Last of Us world. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the comment section down below. Joel and Gail sitting in a tree is crazy. She murdered his husband. Yo, what's up with Justo? Max has been on fire with these shows. I absolutely love Ellie, and Joel is a demon. I agree, man. Joel was on Demon Time for sure. I can't wait to see how that, how Ellie reacts to that information being put on, and it's about to be crazy. We're about to be in some hot water very soon, especially with the younglings of the Fireflies out for blood, because they are definitely out for blood, and they've been hunting. Like, legit, they've been hunting. Fonzarelli said, brother, I did 4 months federal. I'm surviving for Sholey. He said, I'm surviving no problem. He said, I'm surviving no problem out here in these streets, bruh. It's nothing. Abby pulling up and she not here to talk, bruh. She don't look like she there to spread any type of conversation, no joy or happiness. Hey, welcome to the Superfan, Mr. GC. I hope you're having a good day today. I appreciate you for tuning in with us for our watch party and review of The Last of Us, Season 2 premiere, okay? I'm about to get into my breakdown and review very soon here, but we're just getting into a little chit-chat here. I'd rather deal with Walking Dead zombies as well, because the only thing you have to worry about with Walking Dead zombies is the amount of them, right? Once they start getting to a certain amount, it's like, oh, shit. Okay, we got to be worried about this. But, like, with the clickers and shit, you got to worry about too much, One of them things can probably take you out if you don't do things the right way, right? Like, with the Walking Dead zombies, them bitches ain't running after you. You can put the pedal to the metal with them, but, bruh, you know, you get a bloater coming after you, bro. I don't want to deal with shit that mutates. That's my thing. You know what I mean? I could deal with regular zombies. But when them things start mutating and learning and shit, and now they putting in military tactics in what they do, bruh, I ain't touching none of that, yo. I ain't touching none of that. Not an ounce of it. Dead ass. Like, that's crazy. Once shit starts mutating, bruh. No. Nope. I'm cool. I am so cool. Okay. All right, chat. Let's get into our breakdown and review for this episode. Let me make sure we're all good here. All right, we're all good here. We just got done watching the season 2 premiere of The Last of Us, and oh my goodness, we are off to a good start. The table is set, and things are about to get wacky up in here, chat, okay? I am so pleased with how we have started off season 2. I'm not gonna lie. I think we've started it off with a bang, for lack of better words, okay? I think we have set the table in this first episode. We did not need a 2-episode premiere, although I would have liked one. We did not need one. I think that we have sufficiently set the table enough to know what is going to be occurring for the rest of the season, right? Like, I think we've done a very good job. And they did and especially with the opening that we got, right? We get that kind of a cold opening right at the start with the end of the recap, seeing the way that Joel and Ellie left off with this conversation about what happened at the Firefly camp, how things kind of went down, and you know, we see her believing him. We see her believing him, but we also see her not believing him. Like, she does not believe my guy Joel, right? Like, you can tell that she doesn't believe him, and then you can tell that he knows that she doesn't believe him once she walks away, right? Like, I think we get some really good moments between these characters in this season so far, especially with them not being on the same page. We have this crazy 5-year time jump that I don't think anybody expected. I don't know if that's in the games. I should preface this with saying that I have not played The Last of Us game. I have only watched season 1 of the show. But we get this really good, I mean, look at that face, man. Like, that is a man that regrets the lies that he has just told to his daughter, right? Like, you just know at this moment he feels how this can come back and just have some bad juju on him. You know what I mean? For sure. But still, a wonderful way to start this season. And we also get this. I like the way that we kind of, I don't want to say flashback, but we start in the past in a good way, right? We start in the past and then get this 5 years later. But that's cool because we don't get a flashback, even though we do get a flashback, right? We split these views and then we see these, you know, the giraffes that obviously mean so much to Ellie and to Joel in their journey that they took. But then we see that we have these younglings of the Fireflies that have buried, I don't know if it's their parents, I don't know entirely what the story is. It does seem like they are the kids of the Fireflies, but we see that they're here, right? And they've buried all of the dead, and not only have they buried the dead, but they know about Joel, very much so. They know that Joel is the one that came through and murdered everybody. Also, shout out to this starting from the left going to the right, the third person, that is the girl right here. She is from the Runaway shows. She does an awesome job in that show. I really like her character in that. So it's kind of cool to see her here, almost in that same type of role of being like, you know, I know they're not kids because they're all like 19 or whatever now, but you know, still having that vibe of being a runaway and you know, kind of like being a part of this ragtag team younglings that are just out here, doing what they got to do and trying to avenge the death of their parents or whoever the hell it is that they are and whoever they are to them. Excited to know how, I think they also said it at the end, how this, not death, but how violence and the repercussions of violence can really come back, not just to bite you in the ass, but can really come back to haunt you in ways that you don't even understand. And I think that's a really good thing that they've showed with this. I believe her name is Devra, with this Devra character or Devers, one of those things. But with this character that we've been kind of introduced to, she is like the ringleader of the revenge that's going on. And 100%, she gonna get some type of revenge. I don't know what's gonna happen there, but something is gonna happen. And I'm excited to see where it goes. I do love the way that all of these characters have been introduced to us in a very subtle way. We know what not their outcome. We know what their, not efforts. Damn, I can't think of what it is. Their motives. We know what their motivations are as characters. We know what they're here for. We know why their hearts are broken, right? Because we saw the damage that he has done, the damage that he did. So now, as we see these characters kind of reacting to that damage as well, it gives us a whole new viewpoint. Because of course it gives us a whole new viewpoint. We did not know that any of these people were even around. So to see her here and filled with such anger for what we saw Joel do, it is a very nice touch to be able to get that. I don't know if the word is duality, but to be able to step in the shoes of another person and see the way that dynamic, not just the dynamic, but those repercussions are actually affecting her, right? I think, again, the creator said at the end, we have that feeling of how we saw Joel in the first season. This is kind of her story in that way of what has happened to my family, what has happened to the people that I care about or the people that I fight for, whatever, and that is just so powerful to see. And you just know that she is not going to stop until she gets enough. Cue the Michael Jackson song. But man, revenge is one hell of a drug that can just fill you with such rage, such anger, and we know that she is not here to play any games, bro. Like, just look at her. She's not here to play an ounce of games at all. And I am very nervous for what she is about to do, bro. I am very nervous for what she's about to do. Let's see. We start with Ellie, kind of training. I like that. I like to see that she is training, and we also see we get a good start of everyone kind of holding back on Ellie because of Joel, and that's kind of a crazy thing to see, right? Like, but at the same, maybe I don't know what to say about that, but I understand it, right? They're scared of her daddy, as they should be. And I think that is a sad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily, but I do think at Ellie's age, she is absolutely not okay with that whatsoever. And she should not be. She should not be okay with that whatsoever. So that was a good thing to see there. Joel's getting old. We see him. Okay. Really trying to lock in and pay attention to what he's doing here. We get a nice little moment between him and Isabella Merced's character, who I cannot remember her character's name right now. Oops, that's not right. I cannot remember her character's name right now, but it was really nice to see her kind of be like kind of getting in good with Joel, basically, in a way, because she does have a crush on Ellie. Like, I like that type of stuff that's going on. I like the way that that's happening, right? Like that's a really cool way for them to show the way that these characters are interacting with each other in different ways. And Dina, I really like the way that Dina and Ellie's relationship kind of continues to blossom in a way, right? And it I mean, she even knows the movies that Joel likes, right? Like, I just like that type of stuff. It was really funny for the therapist to kind of know exactly what was going on and for him to not know what's going on at all. But, it was really cool to see just these different dynamics of these characters once again. And I really did like Isabel. I love Isabella Merced. I think I've seen her in a whole bunch of stuff. And she's about to be Hawkgirl in the Superman movie as well. If I'm not mistaken, she was Dora in the live action Dora movie. Like, she's been in a lot of stuff. And that's cool, and I think her character here is definitely shining already in this episode. And I really, I don't know where we go with her or any of these other characters, but for everyone that has been introduced so far, I like it. Like, I like the relationship between all of these different characters together, especially seeing Ellie and Joel's brother, whatever the hell his name is. I love how they were like out in the woods, they're hunting, she's shooting, they're I guess they're kind of training as well. And everyone is scared of Joel, even his brother, right? Like, we get that moment where she's like, he can't tell me what to do. And he's like, well, he sure the hell can't tell me. Okay. Like, he's been my brother my whole life, and he is going to be that way that he has been his whole life. Okay. Like, this ain't changing no time soon. And you're not about to get me in trouble at all. Right. And I just really like that character. I really like it. I like it. I'm pretty sure in the comics, in the game, I'm so used to saying in the book and in the comics, but in the game, I'm pretty sure the brotherly relationship between them doesn't exactly click immediately, but I do like that we get to see this, 5 years later, time jump, and we got to see the kid, right? The kid he has had a kid, because in the last season, we know that his wife was pregnant. She's now had the baby, and the baby has grown up a little bit. Joel and Ellie are proper members of this community now for the last 5 years, especially from where we left them off. We left them off on a good point, and we see that that's continuing to kind of go, and the things are continuing to grow. And I really like the way that Joel is forced into having these not roles necessarily, but, forced into these leadership roles that he does not want, but it's so obvious that he has them. Too many people were are kind of like, yo, Joel, like, I'm pretty sure he's done a lot for them, and they know it. And as we'll come to find out, he has basically murdered some people that also have lived in this compound. So, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how that story plays out. And I do believe that the actor for her husband is cast and will be in this show as well. And as they said in the after part in the making of this episode, he actually plays a very big role in this show. But I'm in the game, I mean. So we're kind of seeing the other half of that life now. And I like that. I like to be able to see that other half of their life now, And I love to see Gail. Like, Gail was doing her thing, even though she was kind of being mean. But, sometimes you need to get mean too. I'm not gonna lie, Some people only understand meanness. And I don't mean that in like a weird, abusive way. But I do mean it in like a, for real. Some people's, like Joel, he obviously only responds to violence and anger. That's all he really knows at this point. So seeing her kind of choose violence in a way kind of gets him, it earns a different level of respect from Joel. You can see as she's going off on him, and it breaks down that wall that he kind of not hide behind, but he kind of, he uses this camouflage in a way. And it's kind of cool to see her tear that wall down or rip through that camouflage and force Joel in a way to kind of show who he really is. And of course, as they said, it's been 5 years of her like going through this. So she's like, I'm just sick of you lying to me on this bullshit, right? So I don't know what's happened. I don't know the backstory here, but I am very interested to find out what that backstory is and to kind of be able to go through it, right? And, she goes off on Joel and basically just tells him, like, you murdered my husband, okay? All right? So I kind of hate your freaking guts, my boy. And then, he's like, so what? And then she uses all of that, and she kind of breaks down, and then she just, like, takes the breath, convenes herself, and then she's like, now you tell me what's bothering you, my boy. Like, and it's like, damn, bro. And then, of course, Pedro Pascal is just one hell of an actor, bruh, because he just gives off just this beautiful performance as she asks him, like, what is it that he did to hurt her? What is it that he did to cause such issue? And you just see him just kind of fighting, even trying to put the words together, trying to form the words of what he's done. But he clearly knows, like, you can clearly tell he knows why that gap is there between him and Ellie. He clearly knows what he has done, and it's just a way, and just the way that he just, like, oh my God. And then the way he stands up and he's just filled with rage and anger and, of course, hurt. And then he just says he saved her life. That's what he did. And no one could understand the weight that actually is behind that. But I'm pretty sure this season is going to teach us all what the hell that really means. And of course, again, I ain't ready for it. Okay? I am not ready for it. Woo, man. But then a little later, we see Ellie and Dina on their recon trip, and they go into this building because they obviously just want a little action. But they want to go in. They're just kind of, I don't know if reckless is the right word, but they definitely are a little reckless. And I like the way they have this. I don't know if this is something that everyone has, but they make it seem as if they know each other so well that they have this unspoken. I think that they do have some kind of. I'm pretty sure everyone has this sign language that they kind of talk with, but still being able to see them kind of go back and forth and being like, okay, 2, 1, and then even seeing them pull the knife out and they're like, yo, I'm about to stab some shit up. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to stab. We're not even about to shoot them. We're just about to go in with our knives. Like, that is so kind of crazy, but not crazy, I guess, because you don't want to make too much noise. But still, I wasn't prepared for them to be so with the shit. That's really what surprised me. I did not expect Dina and Ellie to be with the shit, not playing around at all. You know what I'm saying? That is what was crazy. But I like to see it. I like to see it, and I like to see them. Again, their dynamic is really nice. So, of course, they both take out. One thing also that I did like here is that Ellie says, like, she tells her that she basically says she's gonna stab this thing in the throat, right? She's like, I'm gonna stab it in the throat and it's gonna bleed everywhere, like, and it's gonna just bleed out. You know what I mean? She's like telling her, like, that's what's gonna be my game plan, and she does exactly that. And I also like how they don't show us what Isabella did, right? Like, kind of, I said it in the first season. This show does video game stuff very well. Like hearing people talk or just hearing other things happening, the sound design, all of that. It does really well in making it feel very video gamey, for lack of better words, but I like that. Again, Ellie did exactly what she said she was gonna do. She stabs that thing up, shanks it in the neck, and it bleeds out onto the floor. And then Isabella pulls up and is like, hey, you didn't get bit or anything, right? I'm not gonna have to shoot you. Like, just a little bit of foreshadowing for what's about to happen after Ellie falls through this hole and meets the little fucker, right? I said this in the watch party. I said this during the watch party, but I absolutely hate when there's little zombie fuckers that can crawl around and climb on shit and they're just so, bruh, it's terrifying, and they're little ankle biting bastards, and they're obnoxious. And I think this show did a good job of showing it. It's stalking her, literally. It stalks her. It waits until she passes a place for her to pass a place, right? Like, that is not how these things usually work. That is not these creatures' typical MO. And I could not believe it. I couldn't believe the way it was just... Again, I haven't played the games or anything, so I don't know about any of these creatures. Like, I learn everything for the first time within the show. So seeing this little stalker literally stalking her, I was like, oh, hell. At first, I was just like, oh, this thing, this thing is a little creepy crawler. And that's all I thought. But then it was this moment here that really blew my mind. When you see it kind of pull up behind her, and then as she turns around, it runs away. I was like, oh, that's not normal. What's this? Like what is going on here? What are we doing? And then she turns around to look at it, and it's gone. Already gone. Like, it's there. And then she's like, yo, why aren't you running at me? She's literally like, run at me. What? Have at thee. And it's like, nah, baby, I ain't having that nothing. And I wasn't ready for any of that. And apparently neither was Ellie. Okay? And she was like, what the hell? And it literally waited for her. Like, juked her out, ran away, hid, and waited. And then was like making noise in order to finesse her. It was crazy, bro. I really didn't know that those things could do all of that. So it just messed me up, bro. It messed me up seeing them creepling and crawling in, right? And then, of course, like I said, since it's like a child, it made it even more creepier and crawlier. And it was just like, shit. Like, look at this thing. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. My wife would have a panic attack if she watched this. Like, look at it. And then the way, like, the spores are coming out of its nose. Like, oh, man, this thing is terrifying, brother. This thing is terrifying. My body is itching just thinking about those cordyceps coming out the nose. Okay? I need to scratch. Like, that's how I feel. I need to scratch this itch because I am uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable for sure. But yeah, after Ellie fights this thing off and basically murders it, I love the way that we see them having like this council of people here that are all there that she relays the message to, and she straight up telling them like, no, this thing was thinking and it was moving in a specific way. Like, this is not a drill. And then of course our girl Dina is backing her up 100%. And then she's like, and I love the way as he's like, you shouldn't have went in there. I love the way his wife immediately turns on him too, and is like, why the hell shouldn't they? Like, what do you mean? Like, is it because they're girls? And I also love the way he does not say another thing about it. And he's just like, all right, well, that's it. Go ahead and play. Like, look at her. Look at her. She was like, yeah, what is the issue? And he was like, huh? What? Oh, all right, never mind. I ain't gonna say another thing. And he don't say another thing. And I like that, bro. I love it. I love the dynamic of, a husband and wife and all of it, bro. It's really nice to see so many different, I feel like I've said that a couple times, but I really do like seeing every dynamic, right? And it just shines with seeing the husband and wife, the brothers, the brother and sister-in-law, the brother and daughter, the daughter and uncle, like all of those things work really well. And then a little dope thing that I thought was like a nice touch here was seeing Ellie take the blade to her bite and connect all of the teeth marks into just being a cut. Because obviously if someone sees a bite mark scar, that's a bad thing. but she's kind of learned to make these things deeper and bigger and do these other things to just kind of hide what's actually going on there, and hide that she does have this secret of being immune to the stuff. And I like that, yo. That shit is cool. I think again, they did a really good job of like the subtlety in the world building and the lore and the character development, even if it's in these minor ways of just seeing her stitch up her own wound. It's like, not only is she stitching up this wound, but it's for this particular reason. And seeing her have this diary now, the same way that the other girl had the diary that she was reading before. Nice touch, right? Really nice touch. I just love the character of Ellie so far in this show. I think they've done a really good job at showing how, I don't know if messed up is the word, but misunderstood, maybe, because of all the stuff that's going on. And you know, in typical 19-ager fashion, she just kind of, you know, wants to do the opposite of everything that her father is telling her to do. And I love the way that Joel has no idea how to handle this situation either. It's really funny. And I also want to call back to how the therapist was like, can you just stop acting like you don't have the most boring issue right now? Like, oh, my teenage daughter is acting like a teenage daughter. Like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I like it. And it's because of that lie, though. And he clearly knows that that's what it is. But he is reaching for any reason to have some type of connection with Ellie that he immediately sees that guitar and uses it as a way to reestablish that connection. Almost like him restringing this guitar and fixing it will restring and fix that bond that they have between them and the tension that there is obviously that is now built up because of his actions and his decisions to lie about murdering all those people that were trying to save humanity. You know, you win some, you lose some. But, you know, I gotta say, they did a really good job, like, being secretive with us and, like, sneaky with us. Because I did not expect for Dina to be all over Ellie like that. Like, I did not expect it. And she really liked her. And she was leading. She was making the first move. She was making everything go down, you know, like she brought her in close. She did all of the things, and Ellie was just absolutely clueless the entire time. And she was like, I love just the way that she says, you know, they don't have anything to worry about. There's no competition with me. And then, like, Isabella Merced just being all spicy with it. You know, it's the way she's whispering in her ear and just saying the sweet nothings. And then I like the way that even the other people watching everybody in the background is even like, oh shit, what's going on? Like, if you actually pause in certain moments, other people that are dancing are watching them dance and are like, it's going down. Oh, snap. You know what I mean? Like, bro, did anybody else know? Like, look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at that dude. Look at how he's watching and look at how he's looking. He's like, oh, it's going down. What? I didn't know. You know, but that also may be because we do need to remember that things went bad in 2003, so they weren't very progressive with, you know, the whole this thing. You know, they were actually very opposite of that. But, you know, still. And old man Seth was on demon time, bro. And it did seem like he did have some backing with the rest of the audience that was around. But for the most part, people are just like, stop being a freaking crazy old man. But look at this dude, like, you just know he done said some hard R's in his life, bro. Like, look at this guy. Like, bro, oh, baby, you just know he got some issues, bro. Look at it's the tight lips, bro. Yo, anybody who know, if you know, you know. That's all I can say. If you know, you know. Because this look right here, bro, is just, yo, talk about a picture's worth 1,000 words, man. Like, this picture is saying everything it needs to say, okay? Like, bro is not having it, right? And he blames it all on that hippity hop, if you know what I'm saying, right? Like, brother, yeah, this man has definitely said some things before. He says some things again. And Ellie was not having it, and whoop, and Joel was not having it either. Here comes Super Dad. And everybody was like, egad, like that woman was clutching her pearls back there. Nobody was ready for Joel. Hey, I think he handled that. I think he handled the situation perfectly, if you're asking me, because ain't no type of bullshit energy like that needed, right? I don't care how old you are. You know what I'm saying? If you can't lock in, if you can't get with it, you're going to get pushed the hell over, old man. You know what I mean? You know? How many times do we got to keep telling you, old man? It's one of those. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. But Ellie was not having that either, yo. Like, Ellie was not with it in any way, shape, or form. She did not, and she said it quite eloquently, bruh. I don't need yo motherfucking help. And he was like, ooh. Bruh, yo, you know what? I think they hired the perfect people to act in the roles that they have hired them to act in. Like, bro, disgruntled father was just written all over Pedro Pascal's face. And then they make us sit in this moment. They make us watch him leave and watch everybody else watch him leave. Like, brother, like, damn, that was just intense. That was very intense. I was not prepared for that at all. It was just, yeah, really, really intense, bro. I love the way that they show us the cordyceps kind of getting interactive. They let us know in the last season that, you know, the cordyceps basically have this hive mind, and if you mess with them one place, you mess with them almost everywhere. So those things have definitely been awakened wherever this tunnel thing leads to, which is not good. It is not good at all. So they have some things to worry about from that, but not just that, also from the young fireflies that have been hunting for the last 5 years for the murderers of their parent people or whoever it is that they were connected to. And they did not give up by any means. Like, they have been searching. And if you seek, you shall find. And indeed find they do. And they are ready to get it popping. She is angry. And she is ready to rock and roll, and rock and roll she will. And I am so pumped, like that's how we left off this episode, is that it's going to go down. Like, I didn't know that we were going to be going into so many things already, but it's like, no, this season is only 7 episodes, so we're going to be clearing through these things in a good way, not in a bad way. We are going to be clearing through these things, and that is... I think that's a good thing, actually. I think that's a good thing. So that is, man, I really enjoyed this premiere for The Last of Us Season 2, and I hope you guys did too. Let me know all of your thoughts, theories, and questions in the comment section down below. Are you okay with how things are being adapted so far for Part 2 in Season 2? Don't get too spoilery with it because, of course, the majority of the people watching this show, as well as myself, have not played the game, so try to not be too spoilery, but of course, still, let us know all of your thoughts, theories, and questions about this show in the comment section down below. And with all that being said, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in with me for our premiere here, because it has been going really well. I've enjoyed it. We will be doing a watch party and review for every episode of The Last of Us season 2, so I hope you guys are here for it. Make sure you guys hit that button and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can always be notified whenever we go live or post a new video, okay? Because we will be doing that a lot. We have a lot of awesome things coming up in this month, for the rest of this month, or just going in to this quarter. We have a lot of Let's Plays, a lot of other watch parties and reviews and things like that. It's going to be a good week. We have the Daredevil Born Again season finale going on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have the Wheel of Time season finale. And then on Thursday, we have the premiere of Ryan Coogler's Sinners, starring Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld, which I will, of course, be giving my review to, and then I'll probably come back here and we'll go live and talk about it as well. So I'm really excited to get into all of these things that we have for the future of not just this week, but this nerdy year ahead of us, man. So I appreciate you guys all for tuning in with me. If you like the video, make sure you like the video because it helps out tremendously around these parts. Share it with a friend. Join our Discord if you haven't, because our Discord is always getting nerdy with different things. Well, I'll throw up a thread for The Last of Us Season 2 so we can start talking about it, and you guys can let me know all of your thoughts and stuff. And if you want to get a little spoilery, you can. It's your right, because, you know, it's your right to nerd out and talk about it in the Discord, but just try to keep it a little... I might make 2 threads, like a spoiler thread for game stuff, and then just a regular thread for everybody that's only tuning in with the show, okay? If you don't know where the Discord is, you can find it in the description of this video, or you can put !Discord, and that should also drop it in the chat so you can have access to that. All right. It's been an awesome day today, man. I'm so pleased with what we got from this episode, and the rest of the season is gonna be absolutely crazy. It's going to be on Demon Time for sure, and I am just so ready for it, man. So ready. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in again. Shout out to my guy Justo, still here, Fonzarelli, Mike Beasy, Haley, Talisi, Chicle. Shout out to Lisi for tuning in, not only on YouTube, but also on Twitch. I really appreciate you for that, girly. So shout out to you. Hope to see you next time. And I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. Like I said, we have more streams coming up the rest of this week. So shout out to all of you guys, and I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their day. As I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan.
Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.